Hey guys, Brian Hilliard here, author of the best-selling book Networking Like a Pro and creator of the popular program How to Get Higher Paying Coaching Clients Without Being Pushy. And I gotta tell you, I am fired up here today because we are gonna talk about the number one reason why most coaches are not able to get higher paying coaching clients. And think of it as a reason or an obstacle that, quite frankly, has held a lot of coaches back and might even be holding you back right now. Because I remember when I first got started, I would be talking to people and people would be interested. You know, you'd be sitting down and you're talking and making a lot of sense and they're taking notes and you're like, okay, this is good stuff. And they're nodding their heads and then they're asking good questions and you're going back and forth. And then the money part comes up, right? And then you hear this. You're great, but I can't afford you. And you're like, no. It was like in Star Wars, something was like, Luke, I am your father. And you're like, oh my God, what did you think was going to happen? Did you think that this whole thing was going to be for free? And if you're like myself, all I was thinking to myself was, what do I need to do to get in front of people who can actually afford my rates? Okay, now the good news is we're going to talk about what I believe is the number one reason why most coaches aren't able to get higher paying coaching clients. And quite simply, it is this. Their perceived value proposition, all right, the value proposition that people perceive them to have is simply not in line with a problem that their prospect is currently facing. All right, now let me say that again. Their perceived value proposition. So we're talking about what it is that you do as a coach, and more importantly, what others and how others perceive you as being able to help them. Your perceived value proposition simply is not in alignment with a problem that your prospect currently has. So what happens is it's a little bit like this. So I was at a presentation. I did a presentation a while back and I got into this situation. I didn't even realize it. I was talking to some folks and some people signed up and then another folks didn't. And you're following up, which is going to be part of the deal anyway. So that's not a big deal. But I was following up and I was following up and following up and following. And I realized I was following up like a lot with this one particular person. And it just dawned on me. I'm like, oh my gosh, I think I might be chasing this guy. And I'm like, ooh, okay, let me stop. All right. And when I came to that conclusion, I was like, oh, okay, stop. I was like, well, why is it that they haven't worked with me yet? What is the problem? They're saying they want to do coaching. They're saying they want to move forward, this, that, and the other. What's the problem? And this occurred to me. It's like, well, it's very simple, Brian. What they think you can do in terms of helping them simply isn't in direct alignment with the problem that they're currently facing. Because if it was, they would sign right up, either one-on-one, small group, your online training, they would sign up. But because they haven't, and they're still saying they want to, that just means you're going like this. So if you find yourself in a situation where, boy, you know what, it feels like I'm chasing people, or it feels like I'm not getting as many higher paying coaching clients as I'd like, take a look at your value proposition. Take a look at what it is that you're putting out there. But more importantly, take a look at your niche market. Take a look at who it is that you're putting it out there to. Is what you're saying a problem that this group is actually facing? It might be a problem that you think they should be able to get past. It might be a problem that you think they should be able to move forward. It might be a problem that you think they might actually have. But if it's not a problem that they actually have and that you can then say, this is how I help, then you are always going to have a problem in getting higher paying coaching clients. Now, if you want to connect here real quick, a couple of ways you can do that. First off, you can find us at our Facebook group. We have a group called How to Get Higher Paying Coaching Clients. You just log right into Facebook, put that in on the search. Make sure you hit groups, okay? Sometimes I've made that mistake myself. Make sure you hit groups, How to Get Higher Paying Coaching Clients, and you should be able to find it right there. Bing, bang, boom, we'll let you in. A second way is, you know what? Maybe you want to talk this out a little bit, have a little conversation with yours truly. Not a problem. We have what's called a complimentary 15-minute laser coaching session. And what we do is we talk a little bit about yourself, your business, and talk about some different ways that you can move forward. Now, don't worry, this is not any type of sales pitch in disguise. We're not trying to convince you to do anything or anything like that. It's just a way for me to be able to stay connected, give you some good ideas, obviously take my experience as a coach since 2001, and I have no problems doing that. Complimentary, free of charge, 15 minutes. Where you can sign up for that is just go look at my calendar. Go to practicebuilderblog.com/talk. That's www.practicebuilderblog.com/TALK. So you can set up for that, or you can join us on our Facebook group. But either way, my name is Brian Hilliard, saying so long, take care, and thanks so much for your time.